be addressing this. Our nation right now is like in this crazy whirlwind of crises surrounding race and violence.
Yeah.
Michael Brown, Eric Gardner. Um,
Yeah.
as kind of a spiritual leader and a voice to our country, what do you how do we respond to this? What would be the most effective way to respond to this kind of division and the anger that's rising up in our country around these issues?
I would say it feels like it's reaching ahead, but it feels like it's been reaching ahead for a long time.
Yeah.
And the one side assumes that the other side is going to be violent, and the other side assumes that the other side's going to get off,
Mm.
not guilty. So there's a world of assumptions and expectations.
Mm.
And then there is all of this just, really, he died because you don't have rubber bullets. There's no other way to defend yourself than real bullets fired multiple times into a human body.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people just have questions. There's no better way to do this.
Mm. Sure.
Even if you did feel threatened and like this person was really dangerous, we have no other technology, no other maneuvers, no other methods.
Yeah.
So it seems like a crisis of imagination at some level.
Hmm.
Is there a better way to change the system? Is there a better way to create safety and security that doesn't involve choking somebody on the sidewalk?
Hmm.
And the general response is, well, we were just following orders. We were just enacting policy, which I understand there's a hierarchy, there are rules. So then it seems like there are larger questions like, well, should perhaps we look at the policy?
Mm.
You know what I mean? What's interesting in third wave thought and turning the other cheek and sort of this beautiful history of nonviolence, a lot of it's coming from Jesus, is that generally the world hands when you are wronged, either do nothing or respond with force by violence. Those are generally the options when you are wrong. You're in our world, either do nothing, which always leads to activity and always leads to despair, or a corresponding act of violence, which always then keeps the violence in circulation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the answer is revenge, all we're doing is passing the violence back and forth. And to me, the Jesus' teachings, time and time again, he offers a third way. And it's not doing nothing, and it's not just responding. So if somebody is senselessly killed by the police, if you respond with violence, all we've done is kept all the violence in circulation. But if you do nothing, it feels like a tacit approval of, well, it's just the way it is, which is a death sentence. It is passivity, and that always leads to some form of despair.
Yeah.
So the question is, what is the third way, non-violent? I mean, the beautiful thing about Rosa Parks is she just sits down.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that turns out to be the revolutionary gesture.
Sure.
So what is the large-scale sitting down on a bus that changes perceptions? You think we're going to riot, but we're not. We got something way more brilliant. You thought we were going to be violent, but we have thought up. You know what I mean? You thought we were going to use our same tactics and enforce our same policies, but we have rethought our policies, and they are better and they are more humane. And that involves the people who matter in a room talking, and that involves imagination.
Mm.